We're recording.
Hey everybody, Dale here, Athletic Revolution. We're going to be adding a exercise called the kettlebell swing, which is an extremely technical lift and requires a neutral spine, so we can't flex the spine at all. We've got to stay straight the entire time. So what we're doing is we're going to use this kettlebell, and to start, we've got to get the kettlebell out in front. It's almost like a center in football that snaps the ball. I'm doing a variation here where I'm using a strength band around my waist. What that does, it makes me engage my glutes as I stand up, because I have to squeeze my glutes more than normal to get in the upright position. But to get started here, I want the kettlebell way out in front of me, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that handle over. So now I'm down. Notice I've got a straight neutral spine here. As I pull the bell off the ground, it's going to go ahead and swing right between my legs, and then I'm going to force this bell out through hip action. It's called a hip hinge. And all that hip hinge is simply breaking at the waist and not bending my back. So that right there is the hip hinge. And that's exactly what we're working. So we're going to get glutes, hamstrings, and erectors, low back here. So it's that fast hip action forward that's throwing this bell out. Notice even as I go way through my legs, I am not flexing my back. And I don't want this kettlebell to go any higher than my eyes. We don't need to come way up here. And when I finish, I'm just going to let it swing a couple times. And that's it. Kettlebell swing 101. Dale here, Athletic Revolution. Going to show you how to do the reverse suitcase lunge. All right, this really works gluteus medius. I mean, it's going to work our whole glute. We're going to work hamstring and quads as well. Really works well on that gluteus minimus, gluteus maximus, which is the outside of our butt. Works the core because we really have to stabilize because we're only using weight in one hand. So if I have this weight, this kettlebell, and I can use a dumbbell too, that's okay. If I've got it in my right hand, I'm going to do a reverse lunge with my right leg. So I will step back. I got to get nice and tall here, lock my core down, because these are a challenge when it comes to balance. So I'm going to step straight back. Once I get back here, I'm dropping that knee straight to the ground. And I'm working through the outside heel, and I'm going to stand straight up. So again, step back, drop that knee straight to the ground. You can see it wanted to pull me over there. Back, up. Nice and tall, not leaning forward. I got to fight to keep the kettlebell out to the side because this is a major pitfall here. A lot of folks just want to put it right out in front because then it's easy to balance. But we want to stress the side of our core and have to work and fight those sideways forces. So that's the reverse kettlebell lunge.
Hi there, I'm Paul Casara with Athletic Revolution Northeast Indy, and we're here to demonstrate the bicycle for you guys. You're going to be down on your back. You're going to have your hands behind your head. You're going to be pointing your chin toward the sky. We don't want you to tuck your head into your chest. Keep it nice and tall. Just like you're riding a bicycle, your shoulder blades are up off the ground, touching your elbow to that opposite knee. And just back and forth, keeping those legs off the ground. The allotted period of time.
Hey guys, Dale Speckman, Athletic Revolution Northeast Indy. Wanted to demonstrate the yoga push-up for you today. It's just a variation. It gets a lot of good shoulder work into it. It actually gets a little upper back mobility going as well. So we're going to get here in this nice plank position. Everything's tight. Try to get it in a pretty straight line here from my heels to my head. I'm going to go ahead and get into that push-up. As I finish the push-up, I'm going to push straight back, drive those heels into the ground so I'm getting a nice calf and hamstring stretch, and I'm working my shoulders here as well. Right back into position. Yoga push-up. Hey guys, Dale Speckman, Athletic Revolution Northeast Indy. We know that you've already been doing the row this week after your first week of the transformation contest. Great job, by the way, guys. We're really proud of you. We noticed that we've been having some trouble coaching the row, and it is a difficult move. It's something we haven't done that much. When we were growing up, we did push-ups our whole life. We didn't do a whole lot of back work. The biggest complaint we get is, why are my forearms getting so tight and so sore? And basically that's because we're squeezing our hands and we're bending our wrists in, which engages the bicep and the forearm, which is what we don't want on the row. So as I come out of the jungle gym and I get long, let my arms pull the slack out of the jungle gym strap, I'm going to go ahead and lower myself into position, and I'm going to get nice and tight through the core. You notice that my shoulders are unpacked, meaning they're reaching as far as forward as possible. The first portion of this move is my wrists are relaxed, and I'm really just hooking these handles. So I kind of think of my arms as spaghetti noodles with hooks on the end, because they're just here to hold me. They're not pulling at all. What I'm pulling with is the first motion is going to be my shoulders straight back. So you can see this motion right here is what I'm really going for, which engages all the muscles of the back. So shoulders back, chest out, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down, let myself out all the way. Again, shoulders first, squeeze those shoulder blades together and down. One of the big things, I know you've been complaining of some neck pain, and really I think it's trap soreness, is a lot of people try to squeeze and they squeeze up and they shrug. Shoulders are poison to the ears. We got to pull them down and back. Okay, down and back. We want to be careful also to not really flare that rib cage too much and get that hyperextension going in the spine. Squeeze, stay nice and straight, tighten the core. Squeeze right there.
Hey guys, Paul Cassar here, Athletic Revolution Northeast Indy, here to show you guys the lunge jump. You start facing just in your good old lunge position, right at 90 degrees, dropping that back leg down. Want your hands on your hips for this exercise. It's going to jump up and land in the other lunge position. And just back and forth. It's a really good quad exercise, and it's really good for your cardio as well. It's a lunge jump.
Hey guys, Dale Speckman, Athletic Revolution Northeast Indy. Wanted to show you today how we do a push press with a band. Basically just got a big giant rubber band here. We're just going to put our feet on the band. Careful to not go ahead and stretch it. We're just going to stand on it here, and then we're going to get right into our press position. Okay, I'm in a good comfortable position here. My hands are just slightly wider than shoulder width. All right, I'm going to take a slight little dip here, and I'm going to push my hips back, and then I'm going to pop this band up and pull it apart at the top and stick my head through at the end. So the dip, the pop, and the head goes through. I want to lock it out. Pull that band apart right at the top. That's it. From here, we can go right into the hammer curl. It's a nice, easy transition, and we can work those biceps. Just keeping the elbows right locked into the ribs, squeezing, and that's the hammer curl with the band.
Hey guys, Paul Cassar here, Athletic Revolution Northeast Indy, showing you guys the bench dip. We also use a box for these as well. We're going to have you do, you should get down, you're going to rest on your hands in between these two boxes. You're on your heels. You're just going to go down to about 90 degrees. Just push up. It's really good for your triceps.
Hey guys, Dale here at Athletic Revolution Northeast Indy. Going to show you a move we call balls to the sky. We're going to use a med ball here for this. It's core exercise. Okay, we're simply going to get into a crunch position here. All right, we're just going to kind of scoop this ball and then go right up to the ceiling, right above our head width. So scoop, lift, scoop, lift. Notice I'm just going down basically to the small of my back. I'm not laying all the way down, getting my head to the ground. Scoop, lift, scoop, lift. I want to keep my chin elevated here the whole time too. balls to the sky.